right, and welcome to the premier game here at Warrior Stadium. We got a matchup between the Davidson Warriors, who look like they're about to run out to the fight song here. I'm Stephen Duke here with my partner Jack Rice. He's pretty excited to get his first game in, and I'm excited to start off my third year here, so that's pretty exciting. See the captains walking out to the middle of the field. Pretty intimidating sight. Got some big boys out there. We see number one, Sean Martin. A very big guy. He's a little scary to stand next to him in the lunch line, that's for sure.
Is he one of your fellow seniors, Steven?
I'm not a senior. I know my muscles and facial hair may say otherwise, but I'm only a junior.
That's
so
not
one
bad.
more year of this. Yeah. So definitely an exciting sight.
I was misinformed by how such high classes you take. I thought you were such a...
Well, when you operate on the level I do. But, yeah. So, guess we'll see who's going to... They usually run out the away team first, and we get to hear the boos from our side of the crowd.
That Warrior pride in the new stadium.
Yeah, definitely. More fans showing up in the stands. Hopefully we get a good turnout tonight.
I'm excited to see this matchup, first matchup of the year. Never seen the Baldwin County Tigers ever play before, but...
Yeah, definitely not in person. So we saw Davidson's, I saw, I don't think any of our viewers at home saw their black on gold, or gold on black game, excuse me. And it was a pretty good showing on all sides of the ball. We had a lot of runs from Derek Butler and E.J. Harrison, our two main guys on the side of the ball. But we also saw a couple of deep balls from quarterback Hudson Spivey, first time starting. He's also a junior. And so hopefully we'll get to see more of the pass game open up. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we saw them, close down some passing lanes and be able to penetrate that O-line and get in the backfield some. So here come the Baldwin County Tigers. Good show from their fans. Probably wanted to come try out the new Warrior Stadium, see how the seats were. And here come the Davidson Warriors.
Look at that. That's a long hike for the Baldwin County Tigers.
Yeah. So
some loyal fans out there.
Davidson sporting the gold and white jerseys. I like those pants. They look clean. Hopefully they don't look too clean by the end.
Got to keep that quarterback pants clean, though.
Oh, yeah. Not going to be a speck on them, hopefully. Team's getting ready for the kickoff. So, Jack, I know you got to watch part of the spring training game they had a couple weeks ago. What did you see there that you're hoping to see more of this game?
Well, of course, you saw new plays from the quarterback Hudson Spivey, new pass plays, some deep bombs, which are quite impressive, and then of course that Derek Butler just shining once more this year.
Definitely.
Committed to Coastal Carolina, right? Correct?
Yeah, we're going to hear his name a lot this season, or you guys are.
Yeah.
Kickoff from Baldwin County, Davidson receiving. They got two guys back there. Here comes the kick. It's in the air and the game has started. Kind of a low tapper. About the 15. Davidson will get it. He's going to make a run. Get around. He'll get wrapped up and brought down at about the 25. Good run. I think that was Derek Butler there on the return.
That was Quintarius Wheeler, number 6.
Kind of a everyman guy for this Davidson team. He plays a cornerback, and I think they put him in at wide receiver. So
very much so. He's
definitely an athlete.
A star on this Davidson football team.
Here comes this Davidson offense, and I think we are going to see a lot of what we saw in that spring game with that two running back lineup.
What it looks like, playing in the shotgun.
Yeah, got one slot guy out there, two wideouts. They'll bring a man in motion. Bit of a high snap. He'll get it down to EJ. He's going to get through the middle. Nice gain, 5 yards there. And those are the runs you really like to start the game off with, because if you're able to just get those 5-yard runs, you can just keep on moving down the field, and eventually you'll either break one or just move far enough that you don't need to break one.
That momentum that carries.
Another high snap. Quarterback will try to get back to it. Baldwin County's going to fall on the ball.
Oh, man.
And they'll get it at about the 10. Not the way they wanted to start this game, but you got to be able to stick with it.
I know. Who's the new center for the Davidson Warriors? Do you know?
Number 62, Ben Specker. Maybe just some nerves or something, or the ball was a little slick. Definitely some sweaty hands out there. I mean, it's hot out there.
I mean, that first game, the first game in the stadium, I was just sitting and sweating. So I can't imagine what these guys are going through.
Definitely. Here comes Baldwin County's offense. They're going to line number 10 up there at quarterback. They're going to go with only one guy in the backfield, bring a man in motion. He's going to look for a pass. He'll keep it. He's got a hole out there. He's going to
touchdown,
walk in. Nice. I don't know if that was a designed run or not by the quarterback. It looked like he kind of play actioned a fake pass there and then took it for himself.
Didn't like what he saw and just improvised.
Definitely, and one play, one score for Baldwin County to open up their first possession. So definitely not the way Davidson wanted to open up this game, but I mean, only 20 seconds off the clock. So plenty of time. Here comes
Early
the
game.
field goal. Or PAT, excuse me. He'll get it up in time, and that'll be good. Score is now 7-0. Baldwin County is up.
What would you say is the Davidson? Well, besides the snap, did you see anything else that could lead to that turn of events?
Well,
in the first
the first snap we saw was a tiny bit high. Spivey had to get a little bit of lift on it to get it, but second one was just over his head, and I don't think he was ready to get there. But that's just something you're always going to have those kind of mistakes, so got to be able to work past them.
some first game jitters for him.
Oh, excuse me. It must have been a false start. They moved the extra point back a bit, so he's going to have to re-kick. He'll get it back up.
Ooh.
Doink off the post there. So lucky break for Davidson. Don't see many of those. That's pretty tough to do, actually.
Let's see if they can carry that momentum from the doink into a winning drive.
Definitely. Here comes the kickoff squad.
You can hear that Davidson band just shaking the whole stadium.
You can feel it from here. So it looks like they are going to bring back Derek Butler to receive. And then number 5, Terrence Gray. So hasn't been long since we saw this on the field.
Has not. What a beautiful stadium, though. This is such a nice place for the Warriors to have home games, and excited to see how it will the new stadium will see how they play.
Definitely. Got to talk to some of the players about a week ago, and a lot of them, I asked them, like, what do you think it's going to be like playing in that new stadium? And it's really a home stadium, which none of them have been able to play in before, and they were all just like, it's going to be so different. We're going to have a home crowd, and we'll just have people cheering us on and hopefully able to give us some momentum.
Let's see this new drive for the Warriors, a new start.
Definitely. And you kind of worry maybe with those high snaps that they'll line Hudson right under center, which usually leads to a run. Good bounce from the kicker. DJ will pick it up. He's going to get around a couple of guys, make a cut there. He's still going. Good return there from Derek Butler. Got about to the 38.
He's just a phenom with the ball. What a way to hustle.
Yeah, got around a couple of dudes and then made a nice cut. They finally wrapped him up and brought him down. So Warrior offense back out on the ball here. Hopefully they can bring in a couple of more plays.
Two backs out there with Hudson Spivey.
They'll hand it off to Derek Butler. He's going to make another cut. He's got a lot of room. Another move. He's still up. They can't bring him down. He's at the 25. They'll finally wrap him up by his knees. But, man, that is definitely what Davidson needed right there.
What a run. Did you see that juke, Steven?
Yeah.
Beginning early play, he just...
Lots of broken tackles, and definitely what Davidson needed, like I said earlier.
He really knows how to read the defense.
They'll give it to him again. He's going to make another. Likes to bounce around back there on those little draw plays, and got a couple of yards on that one, about 5. So definitely a gain that they wanted.
There's a new wide receiver for the Warriors this year, DeMarcus George.
Yeah.
From Baker High School. Excited to see how he fits in with the Davidson offense, and we'll see with Hudson Spivey being able to sling that ball.
Looks like there is an injury timeout, a player down on the field. Not what you wanted to see, but yeah. I mean, we heard a lot from people on the team about DeMarcus George. Said he was really an athlete, able to just perform on all sides of the ball. Plays as a wide receiver, but we also see him take a couple of snaps as a cornerback. So said he had a lot of speed. So maybe he'll be able to shoot past a couple of those defensive backs. And I think that's really Davidson's kind of game plan is to have those run after run after run and kind of draw that defense forward a little bit, so you can just have those deep plays that you just pop every once in a while.
Catch the defense off guard.
Definitely.
Never like to see a hurt football player. Always. Can't.
Limping off the field. That's definitely not good.
At least he's up, but that is not a great sight to see. Number 21 for the Baldwin County Tigers.
Definitely no fun on the first game of the season. Hopefully he'll be able to make a recovery. Looks like they're only going to have Derek Butler back there and one tight end lined up to Spivey's right. They'll fake the handoff. Oh, it is a handoff. Excuse me. They got me on that one. He'll make another gain of about 3, bringing up 3rd down and about 3 to go.
It's those little gains that you're talking about that lead to those big plays.
And with that great run from Derek Butler, put him in field goal position if they aren't able to pull in here.
Ooh.
EJ with the run. He will lose the ball. Baldwin County looks like they fell on it, and I think they did. Davidson defense will.
2 fumbles in the early game. We saw that in warm-ups, just wide receivers maybe not being able to hang on to that ball. I wonder how that will lead throughout the game.
Definitely come back to haunt you if you get sloppy early in the game, but again, just mistakes that are going to happen. You've got to be able to look past them. Definitely about the worst outcome that could have happened. You're in field goal range, 3rd down. You don't convert. You bring out McGill as your kicker, and you try and go for the 3 points.
Get something up on the board so you can keep that momentum. But
Baldwin County again with just the 4 guys up on the line. A low snap there. Running back will pick it up. He'll try to go for a run. Nothing there. Davidson will stop him at the line.
A helmet flying off on that play.
Yeah, them boys are hitting hard out there, that's for sure.
Got to have some guts to play football. It's not an easy sport.
Definitely not. And that's great play from the defense there. We've only seen them in one other play before, so finally get to see what they can do.
I was told that E.J. Harrison was not playing, but I guess he is now. So
He is, and we're going to need him to show up. Pass there is going to be incomplete. 3 Davidson guys in the area. Baldwin County, I hate to make assumptions, but every play they've lined up, and they've only had one guy in the backfield with the quarterback. So definitely looks like they're into the pass game. Hopefully Davidson will be able to, kind of get in those passing lanes and shut that down.
they must have faith in that. And number 10, I mean, from what we've seen,
Definitely. He's going to hang on it. He'll roll out. He's pointing down. He's going to hold on to it. Nice gain of about 8. But for him, it probably felt like about 18 because he was sure behind the line of scrimmage. Way on back there. But good play from him. Able to didn't see anything he liked and just hung onto the ball. But Davidson able to force him out. That'll bring up 4th down.
number 10 able to improvise on the play. You don't see many quarterbacks being able to do that in the high school level, and being able to do that really carries over.
Definitely.
Go to collegiate level.
And bringing out the punting squad, but I think number 10 is staying on the field, so either he is a punter also, or watch out for the fake.
What a traversal player.
He'll get it back, and he will kick. Nice punt, a lot of airtime on that one. Get it to the 40. Davidson will touch it, not able to hop on it. Baldwin County will pick it up. He's got no one in front of him at the 20. He'll go all the way there, and definitely not what Davidson wanted to see. Just not able to hang on to the ball there. He kind of got a little bit behind it, couldn't see exactly where it was going, and just slipped through his hands.
Stephen, that is 3 fumbles for the Davidson Warriors. What do you think they can improve on? Just to
maybe some stickier gloves. I don't know. Just like we said earlier, these sloppy mistakes at the beginning of the game are going to come back to haunt you.
They need something to get rid of this slump they're in. Don't want to be in a slump early in the game.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be that big run from Derek Butler, but then we saw just almost looked like Baldwin County punched the ball out of Harrison's hands. So yeah, and it almost brings me back to last season. Had trouble hanging on to the ball. It was just always something that kind of haunted him.
Maybe we'll see a new offense, a new switch in plays for the Davidson Warriors.
Yeah.
To just be able to keep that ball and move down the field.
Definitely. He's going to drop back. Looks like he's going to get it out to his little drop down receiver there. Gain of only about 2. Good play by Davidson, able to, stay on his guy.
You can tell how number 10 does not like to stay in that pocket. He's been moving most plays for this offense.
Most definitely, and he looked really nice there, able to roll out to, the side you don't usually see him roll out to whenever they're a right-handed quarterback. Rolling out to your left side.
Very much so. That cross-body pass is a difficult pass to make, but it looks like he was able to complete it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, Great play there from Davidson. Able to get in the backfield on the jet sweep across.
Eaten up by Deshaun Little.
Yeah, man, that was an amazing play.
See this? Maybe this is the spark that Davidson Warriors needed to stop this Tiger football and get some points on the board.
Yeah, 3rd down and 13 to go. So definitely probably going to see a pass here in Baldwin County, which is mostly what we have seen. Yeah, he's going to drop back again. Oh, it's a screen.
Drop ball.
I think it was an incomplete pass.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So we've seen them line up with 4 guys in the receiver positions every time, but we haven't seen them go for any deep passes. We've seen those little. He drops it off to, is on the comeback receiver, and then we saw there, they just moved all those linemen forward and went for the screen. Weren't able to complete it, but hopefully Davidson can pick up on that.
Looks like the Davidson is sending the the D line is sending some pressure to that quarterback. He hasn't been hasn't had too much time in that pocket.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's had to roll out on any play where he's attempted to try and look for a receiver. So great showing from the Davidson D line. They're just able to get through that Baldwin County O line every time.
Hopefully we see some. It looks like a punt.
Yeah, well, fourth down and deep.
Fourth down, yeah.
Don't want to give up anything that would really hurt you. You know, 3 fumbles from Davidson, but they're only down by 6. So, you know, Baldwin County is not in a position to take any risks. It doesn't feel like. There's the punt. He'll get it back. Davidson will let the ball fall. Bad bounce for the kicker. Good bounce for Davidson. They'll be at the 15.
What having a quarterback who can really play punter and QB can trick defenses.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll see some trick plays from them.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to keep your main guy out there. Only trouble is you definitely don't want him to get hurt because there's a lot of guys running back him at a really fast pace. So
Davidson doesn't like to give him time. Two backs out there with Hudson for the play and the shotgun formation. Maybe we'll see another run for DJ Butler. Hopefully imitate that big play he had.
Looks like Baldwin County is going to call a timeout here.
Maybe not liking the plays or may just.
Yeah, didn't like the formation. Maybe they were lined up and thought Davidson was going to be able to pull one over on him. So wanted to, you know, take his time, get his team to calm down. And but Coach Colley definitely glad that he has a chance to talk to his team and get another chance to talk to Ben Specker. Hopefully we can maybe stop some of the mistakes they've been making.
You can see them feeling that heat. First quarter, and they look like they just took a shower. It is hot out there.
Definitely got to be able to hydrate. I checked the weather app right before the game started, and it was 92, but the heat index was about 100, so it ain't a cool one out there.
Even with the sun down, Mobile weather still blazing.
Yeah.
Let's see what these Warriors can do on the offensive side of the ball. Hopefully able to finish in the red zone this drive.
Yeah. Even if they can just move down the field and get a field goal, that would be a major win, I feel like, for this offense.
Having something to give momentum to these players.
Yeah, he's going to drop a bomb. Golly, just out of bounds. Was a cornerback right in the area, and surprised me. I mean, I got caught, wasn't really looking at the play, and they just came out of nowhere with that one. So
we didn't see too many plays like that last year. I'm excited to see what new pass plays these Warriors can do.
Yep. They will hand it off to Derek Butler. He's going to take a hole up the middle. He's going to get past one guy. 3 guys there to stop him, and he'll still get a little extra yardage there. So another great run.
He knows how to use that offensive line for his advantage, being able to get past those guys.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to the line to be able to open up those holes for him.
Very much so.
Another handoff. He's going to take the same hole again. He'll move around a couple of guys. Some more moves. Takes about 5 Baldwin County guys to bring him down at the 50. And Davidson is just rolling down the field. And I think they're going to run with that. Just hurry up, and just keep going.
To me, it looks like Butler's just finding that open gap right down the middle and just taking it for massive gain.
Here comes another. He's going to bounce out, and he'll lose the ball. And I think Baldwin County was able to hop on it, but we'll see what the refs have to say. Pretty suspenseful. And
is that, I think I think it's
Davidson was able to get on the ball. Good play from.
I think it was one of those O-linemen. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
that ball.
Really, really nice awareness. Able to see that ball come out and just able to drop on it. Yeah, again.
A lucky break for him.
Yeah, most definitely. Not what you wanted to see after those two great runs, just come out and make a mistake like that. But when you get those second chances, you got to be able to capitalize on them. And
hopefully we can see some steady momentum. Or, well, I guess they had some pretty good momentum with Derek Butler, just being able to get past these defenders and really carry the Warriors.
yeah, and I mean, those big runs like that, we talk about the steady momentum, but it was really only 2 plays. And momentum you'd like to kind of carry across maybe a whole drive.
With plays like that, the drive won't last too long.
Yeah. And I mean, really, the fumble was almost able to help him out. You know, move the ball forward about 5 yards. He tried to bounce around that D line and just couldn't really get the couldn't get what he needed. So, but they're gonna let Derek Butler take a bit of a rest here, and they'll line EJ up next to Spivey to his left. Here comes the snap. He's gonna drop back, looking for something. He'll get it around. No one in the area. Baldwin County almost got to it, but they're not able to capitalize on these. But I really hope they just keep working at it, and hopefully it'll open up. I think we're gonna go down to the sideline here with Isabel. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Isabel reporting from the sideline of Davidson's new Warrior Stadium. Tonight we are dealing with an amazing crowd with our student section, where tonight's theme is jersey. Everyone's wearing their favorite jerseys out here tonight, and we have had a record heat, but lately it's been nice breeze and everyone's having a good time. We're rooting for our Warriors tonight, and everyone's bringing a great energy. So, back to the booth now.
All right.
Looks like we had some mic trouble from sideline reporter.
Weren't able to convert. Looks like Davidson's going to bring the punting squad out. 4th and really short. And definitely don't want to take too many big risks this early in the game. Only down by 6.
But I mean, seeing how Derek Butler is just driving that ball, I'd be pretty confident with going for it, but it looks like the Davidson Warriors are going to kick the punt.
I think actually that may have been first down, and now it's a turnover on downs, excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
So, Baldwin County offense here, just lining up in that same formation.
Let's see if they can put up more points on the board, increasing their lead.
Hopefully we don't see it, Jack. But they are going to hand off here. Again, a good play from the Davidson D-line, just able to stop him in his tracks after a gain of about 3.
Well, I mean, no matter what team you're rooting for, big plays are big plays, and they're always exciting.
Definitely.
Don't want them to win, but seeing a pretty competitive game is always fun.
Yeah, about 5 minutes left in the first quarter here. Now motion man across, fake the handoff. He's going to look to a slant route across the middle. Enough for a first down. He's still going. Big run there from the receiver. And
See what that play is, or that flag.
yeah, and man, what a fast guy, just able to outrun all those defenders. only one way to go, and that was forward. He had really no movement towards his left or his right, able to tiptoe across that line and get in. But I think they will call them for a holding.
Having those steady feet, even if the play didn't go for it, but
Yeah.
it was
Move
a good play
Move 'em
anyways.
way on back to about the 50.
Oh man.
Yeah, that has got to hurt, especially when you're number 8 down there, or number 8. Big play and just hurts to have to walk all the way back there.
Let's see what number 10 can do with this first and deep.
Very deep, downtown even. I think maybe a false start on the Baldwin County line there. Again, 5 yards back.
Wow.
We're past downtown at this point, I think. So maybe, like you said earlier, we see what number 10 has really got in his arm.
We saw the Tigers being able to air that ball out, having some completions. So
yeah, that slant route across the middle. They're going to drop it off in a little bubble. He's going to take it. He'll get wrapped up by 2 Davidson guys. They'll bring him down after a gain of about 10. So good play, except you're 20 yards behind your original line of scrimmage. So, or 15, excuse me, I think it was.
let's see what this Davidson defense can do to capitalize on the flags and stop this Tiger offense.
Definitely don't want to let them, make a first, get to a first down here. A long way to go, and just giving them a lot of height. It'll get it again on another bubble route. He'll take it up for a gain of about 6. And it's like we said earlier, I think these bubble routes are a precursor to one of those bombs. I think they're trying to draw those defensive backs forward. You can't, because if they just keep getting those 5-yard gains, you've got to, at some point, bring your guys forward to stop those. And as soon as you do that, you see number 8, or you see, is that number 1 over there running out to the slot position. They just take off.
4 receivers out there for him. See this a deep play maybe.
He's going to look down, and we're seeing it across the line. He'll get up, and it'll be caught. What a catch. And I think that would have been a catch in the NFL, 2 feet in.
What a play from number 11, it looks like. That was those big plays we were talking about. Being able to air out that ball, feeling comfortable with your receivers is always what you want.
Good play there from Baldwin County. That'll put them at about the 12, officially in what they call the red zone.
Sadly, it looks like Davidson was not able to capitalize on those flags, giving up big yardage for the Tigers.
Yeah, definitely not what you wanted to see there, but haven't scored yet, so no drive is a loss until it's over. They are going to hand it off. He's got some room there. Davidson's going to have to pull him down. Good open field tackle there from the linebacker, able to pull a guy down in a one-on-one kind of matchup at about the 2. Not enough for the first down, so it'll be second and a couple of inches, maybe even a yard.
Let's see what this Davidson defense can do. Not looking too great with good momentum from the Tigers, but maybe a turn of events.
Yeah, not a good position to be in with Baldwin County able to just get another set of downs with a minimal gain here. So here comes the snap. They're going to hand it off. He'll bounce, take a cut up the middle. Baldwin County got in, and so will the stripes. Touchdown, Baldwin County.
Looked like they sent the DBs in on him, going for a blitz play from the defense, but not being able to stop the run.
Yeah, and that's tough, but just great showing from that Baldwin County offense. Able to get a couple of those, or not a couple, a deep ball, and then some nice runs from the running back. They weren't super physical runs, but able to bounce around and find open holes.
Oh.
Here comes the PAT. He'll get it up, and I think that one will go through. they'll bring
some redemption for that first PAT miss.
Yeah, definitely. That'll bring our score to Baldwin County 13, Davidson 0 with about 2 minutes left in the first. So Davidson is really gonna need this start making some plays. And as I stated, I realize they have been able to make plays, but they haven't really been able to continuously make those plays. And we've seen just one mistake that kind of just ends up hurting them. And that's the tough thing, is that it's those mistakes that can just kill you. But it's still a lot of time left in this game.
Davidson having a sporadic offense, not being able to continuously move the ball down, having big plays but not being able to capitalize and get some points on the board.
Yeah, definitely like the word choice there, sporadic, and if there's one way to describe it, that would be it.
Been working on my vocab recently.
Yeah, I saw you reading the thesaurus before we started the broadcast.
Gotta be ready. Gotta always be ready. It's a light read, I'd say.
Here's the kick. Little blooper to about the 30. E.J. Harrison will pick it up. He'll make a couple of moves. Great starting field position about the 45 for Davidson.
Like to see what these Warriors can do with this. Hopefully this is the final way they can capitalize and get some points.
Yeah, kind of a wake-up drive for them, hopefully. Coach Collier down there telling them, let's get going, guys.
Let's show these Tigers who can win.
Yeah. They'll hand it off to Butler. He's going to jump over a guy. He's got a lot of room. They'll bring him down by the shoelaces. And again, just another good run, able to make a nice gain there. And that's what we were saying, just kind of a wake-up drive there.
Down by the 30, being able to close to red zone. Hopefully, if they can capitalize with a touchdown. Oh,
nice pass there from Spivey, just getting it right to a little comeback route from number 7, Anthony Rabb. And just like we said before, this offense is just kind of moving and rolling along. They'll hand it off again to Derek Butler. He'll get enough for the first down there, a gain of about 6. And this is maybe maybe one more play here, and we'll see just the best string of plays we've seen from this Warrior offense so far.
From the play wrapped up in the backfield by.
Yeah, handed off to EJ, but nothing happening there. Able to just penetrate that Davidson O-line. So that'll give him first down, and about 12 to go, lining up at the 22.
Shotgun.
He's going to drop off into the end zone, just a little bit over Rabb's head, maybe just a little bit out of his range, and it was there. You could see they wanted it, but there is a flag down in the backfield.
Rabb looking a little frustrated with that missed catch.
Definitely, and he was open. Looks like holding on the Davidson offense, definitely not what you wanted. That'll move him back a pretty good bit. Looking towards the sideline.
Maybe we can see a similar turn of events from the Warriors, like the Tigers being able to capitalize from being able to turn those flags into a touchdown.
They'll hand it off to EJ. Again, just getting wrapped up at that line. Third down, and maybe Spivey's over there telling Coach, I just need a little bit more room. So maybe he can air it out here.
They might get one more play for this first quarter.
Yeah, counting down about 26 seconds left in the quarter. Here comes a snap. He's going to look. Guy coming across the middle. He'll get it. That's a nice catch. He's got a lot of room, and that's a touchdown. Amazing play. Able to just snake between two cornerbacks there, and a great pass and a great catch there. From
Landon Robinson with that.
Yeah, and man, first bit of life we've really seen from this Davidson offense in a while, and just really big, I think, for this team and how they'll go on. So here comes the extra point.
Riley McGill on this PAT.
Snaps down. They'll get it. Scored Baldwin County 13, Davidson on the board with 7.
Being able to get that touchdown right before the end of the first quarter, that is the momentum we've been talking about all first quarter.
Most definitely. Saw Spivey come down the sideline and slap hands with Landon Robinson and give him a chest bump. So just a really, really big drive for Davidson there.
Got some, tonight is Jersey night from Davidson Warriors at the home stadium.
Yeah, we saw in the student section, you are wearing your Travis Kelce jersey.
I am. Not many Chiefs fans in Mobile, Alabama.
No, not very many NFL fans, I'd say. Well, I take that back. A lot of Saints guys.
Saints are big in the South.
Most definitely. Here comes the kickoff. And is this the first kickoff from Davidson we've seen?
I think so.
So we'll get to see how they look on this one.
A good thing for the Warriors being able to have that touchdown.
Yeah, most definitely. Here it comes. They'll drop it at the 20. Bounce. Big hit there. Golly, made him touch grass on that one, and that was just really nice.
Isaiah Garman on that tackle. Wow.
Yeah, that was really great. Only about 7 seconds left. Baldwin County will probably fit one more play in there before they'll go to break for the quarter.
He may not be the biggest guy at being 5'9", 135, but you could say he has that dog in him to be able to get those tackles.
Most definitely could. You never really want cats. You don't want guys worried about their meow. You want dogs.
Gotta have that leash. Hold them back.
They'll motion the slot guy. I think again it's going to be a false start on Baldwin County. Just those guys on the line jumping, not knowing the snap count maybe.
A lot of penalties from both teams in this early game. See if they can even out these problems.
Yeah, and maybe even a bit more sided towards Baldwin County. We saw that drive where they were about 20 yards behind their original line of scrimmage, but were able to come back from it. So here comes the snap. He's going to drop it off, number 1. He'll try and get back to the original line of scrimmage, and they'll stop him in his tracks. And I think that'll end our first quarter. So
score 7-13 at the end of the first. Seen some good plays from both teams, being able to, on the offensive decent defensive side, being able to get some points on the board. No real winners in the first quarter. It's been a pretty even match.
Definitely, and I think maybe what we were seeing from those first couple of plays from Davidson where they had those fumbles were just some beginning game nerves, and after you're able to get over those, you're able to move back towards what you've worked on in practice and what you've been at every day for the past couple of months. So I think we saw that on that last drive there, and we got to see the pass game that they've been really building up our suspense about, and it worked out.
That gives them that strike, that fire for the Warriors to be able to carry out this game and hopefully get a win.
Yeah, definitely feeling the flame.
Good turnout for the Baldwin County Tigers. Pretty long hike for them, but must want to try out the new stadium.
Yeah, and Davidson definitely showing up. A lot of people in the stands. Good crowd in the student section also. All right. Here comes that Baldwin County offense. They'll be on the other side of the field. I think before this play starts, we're going to have a promotion to show you. So here it goes.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm in control, I'm in my mode, I'm in my zone, Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm in control, I'm in my mode, I'm in my zone.
Yeah, and great video there from Warrior Built's on Harrison. Oh, and a great play from
Quintarius Wheeler, what a play from number 6.
able to just find that ball bouncing around and just great awareness, and that is a huge play for Davidson. Man,
That is an all-around guy who can just excels at any position he plays, being able to pick up that ball. I know I would not be able to capitalize and get that
yeah,
ball.
most definitely, and the offense coming right back out on the field, and what a great way to start off the second quarter. And as you were saying earlier, Q Wheeler, as he likes to be called, just a phenomenal athlete. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Butler. He's going to wrap around there. Gain of about 2. Yeah. I got to talk with Q before the season, and I was interviewing a couple of players, and he comes up, and he was wearing a chain with a lock on the end of it, and I was like, well, what's that for? And he's like, well, because I'm a lockdown defender. And I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Hudson will drop back for a screen, not able to get it off in time. He'll take a hit in the backfield.
That is a creative chain, I'd say. Might need to invest in one. Something to show my.
Oh, are you a lockdown defender?
I'm a lockdown academic scholar.
Oh yeah, all right.
Might have to get an A+.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we need. They'll hand it off to Derek Butler. He's got a lot of room. He's going to point out a block. He's got even break a couple of tackles. He'll get around, lose the ball, but they'll say it's a touchdown. He got past the end zone. Couple of late flags here after the play. Not something you want to see. Man, able to bounce off a couple of guys.
What a play from DJ Butler.
Oh man, and that's what we're talking about. We're going to say his name a lot for that this season. Some discussion from the referees. I think maybe some unsportsmanlike conducts after the play was over.
DJ Butler just knows how to he has an eye for the defense, and he can read
And
most defenders.
They'll call the touchdown good. And I mean, we saw it. He pointed out a block to his own guy. So it's just insane the field awareness he has. So here comes the point after attempt. And if this is good, Davidson will take the lead. And man, just an electric second quarter so far. And we've only been in it for a couple of seconds. So. It's up, and it's through. That'll bring our score. Davidson 14, Tigers 13.
First lead for the Warriors tonight. Hopefully they can continue this turn of events.
Yeah, able to take the lead with 11 and a half minutes left in the first half. And man, that was just. I know I said earlier that the touchdown was big for Davidson, but I think that may have been even more. Just as we said earlier, they seem kind of sporadic, and you see that first attempt at having a consistent offense, and then you're able to go back out there and do it again, and it's really great. Just shows off the maturity of the team, even able to capitalize off the great play by the defense. So don't want to forget them.
That's what you like to see. It kind of reminds me of that pick six from last year. That was a wonderful play against the.
Yeah, I don't know if we're legally allowed to call that a pick six, but I think we all know in our hearts it really was. Here comes the kickoff.
Gus Jones up there kicking off.
Yeah. That's a nice kick. Get it to about the 5. Good grab by Baldwin County. He's going to run forward. Davidson will get him down at about the 35.
Pretty good return for the Tigers, being able to, a deep ball, being able to turn it into a
nice grab. Here comes that Davidson defense again, and maybe we'll see another turnover play like that.
I'm sure Q Wheeler's excited that is that momentum, and he wants to give that energy to the whole team.
Most definitely.
These Warriors are ready to show what they can do this season. I think they've proved that in this return from 13-0 to 14.
No motion across the tight end. Another handoff. He's going to bounce. Nice hole there. The linebackers will bring him down after a gain of about 8. We've seen a lot more runs from Baldwin County lately. So I think Davidson's defense has been able to adapt, or hopefully they will be able to, in order to stop those big gains like that.
New quarterback out there for the Tigers, number 7.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he has the ability to improvise like number 10.
He's going to drop back. Looking for a guy there. He's got room to run. He'll step out of bounds, though. Good play from Baldwin County. I think our cornerback got a little bit lost there, and a nice grab from the receiver.
Bit of a high pass, but being able to turn it into a nice gain. Always
Definitely
good for the Tigers.
Enough to convert for the first down. And I wonder why they brought in number 7. Number 10 was definitely having success out there. He's going to drop another one across the slant. Oh, an amazing catch. He's going to take that in for a touchdown. And, man, maybe Baldwin County just wanted to make a change to try and bring some new life in, almost with what Davidson had to do, but a touchdown from Baldwin County. Just back and forth throughout the second quarter.
Looks like number 7 is able to sling that ball a little better than number 10.
Yeah, got a little heat on it.
Being able to turn that into a touchdown. I think he just tricked the defender. Number 1 tricked the defender on that play. Got past him, and nobody can stop him. Turn on the Jets for the touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a lot of speed on Baldwin County side of the ball.
We've seen tonight a lot of targets to number 1. He must be their main guy, for a go-to guy for the plays.
Yeah. Baldwin County was missing a guy on the line there. Had a little disadvantage. He's going to get it up, and it'll drop through good.
Looks like might have been a little bit of a tipped pass there from number 8.
Yeah, I believe they call those kicks. But, yes, I think it was a tip. Coach Colley talking to his guys on the sideline. A lot of time still left in the second quarter, and we've seen a lot of big plays. We saw both sides of the Davidson defense with that great play from Q Wheeler, and then we saw that last one where Baldwin County was just able to get a guy past them, and nobody.
It hasn't been easy for either team to get up points. It's been a battle. When we were talking early game, we knew this wouldn't be an easy fight for the Warriors or the Tigers. So let's see who comes out on top in this dog fight for the win.
Yeah, I have to agree. And it's most definitely dog with a D, an A, and a WG.
Yeah, because both teams got some dogs in them.
Bounce is a little awkward there, but Davidson's able to get it. He's going to take a nice hole. He'll get around that last defender. Oh, and a great open field tackle from number 3. And Derek Butler turned on the Jets there. Almost a bit of a horse collar, but Um, they'll say it's clean, and man, you can't complain about that. Just a great play from Derek Butler to give Spivey and his squad amazing field position.
That is those spectacular plays that Derek Butler has made a name for himself to be able to do. And Coach Call, I know he's happy with his main man being able to complete those.
They'll hand it off to EJ. He's going to get tackled at the line, but able to fall forward for a couple more yards. Definitely a nice gain there. 2nd down and 5 to go.
Warriors running the shotgun with 2 backs back there most times.
Yeah, definitely see that a lot, but they're able to run multiple plays out of it, which is tough for that Baldwin County. He's going to drop back. Not a lot of time. Screen to EJ. Just barely short of the 1st down.
Hudson able to turn that pressure into some yards.
And with the screen, you often see that pressure because, as a D lineman, you're like, oh, this is wide open. This is my time to shine. And then you realize, wait a second, what's going on? Oh, big break there from EJ. He's going to get past another guy. They'll finally bring him down. About the 13, there is a flag down at about the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they almost pantsed EJ out there.
Yeah.
Some heavy contact.
Don't want to catch that on the broadcast. I think they're going to move the ball back. Maybe a holding there on the offense.
Never like to see it for those guys who make a good play and a flag takes them back. It's never a great feeling knowing you tried your best and you got it called back.
So a 3rd down and about 11 to go. I think we may get to see a bit of Spivey's arm here, hopefully. They're only going to have Derek Butler beside him. He's going to look across. Bubble pass there. That'll fall incomplete, and he had a little bit of room in front of him. I think they'll bring out the punting squad. Maybe not. Looks like they're going for it here on 4th down and 11 on their side of the field. So, and I think maybe, yeah, they'll keep him out there. So, wonder what we'll see here.
Dangerous play for the Warriors.
He's going to drop back. He's got 17 coming across the middle, and that's a catch. 1st down. What a play! And I think that's what Collie was banking on there was the speed from number 17. But just a great play there from the wide receiver. And they're going to line up again. They will hand it off to Derek Butler. He's going to bounce around a little bit, find a couple of holes, and get a gain of about 5. And it's like we've said, once this Davidson offense gets rolling, it's like a train. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
I do. That is DeMarcus George with the reception. He's the new man from Baker High School.
Oh yeah.
We talked about earlier in the game, just a good player a great play from all his teammates.
Yeah, they'll hand it off to EJ. He's going to try and wrap around there. They'll tackle him. Gain of 3 yards, just short of the 1st down. Maybe about a yard, but nice play there. Just like we said, just keep on moving forward. Going to keep that same formation there. Hudson will take the snap. He'll hand it off to EJ again. They'll bring him down quickly. I think he's again going to be just short of that 1st down. They'll give EJ a break and bring on Derek Butler. Maybe a bit of a more physical guy because definitely going to go for it here. Hopefully trying to pound it through that line. And he's not even going to do that. He's going to get a nice hole, get around. He's still running, and that's a touchdown. Man, dragging a Baldwin County defender with him. And that's just those type of plays we see from him very, very often.
He's that go-to guy when you need him to perform. He is always up for it, showing Derek Butler why he is the star for the Davidson Warriors.
Yeah, I like that play call. In 4th and 1, not a couple of inches to go. Usually you just see him kind of hand it off to that draw play from the running back, and he's just going to force it up that line, just get it just enough to get the first down. But they're going to just call him on a little bounce out there. So he's able to get in through that line and go for the touchdown. So great play.
Pretty high-scoring game in the second quarter so far. It looks like the defense haven't been able to not really hold down these offenses, and that's always an exciting game when the offenses are. It's the guy who wins is the one who has the ball last.
Yeah. So with about 7 minutes 40 seconds left in the first half, Davidson will take the lead 21-20, and that doink we saw on the first extra point could really come back to haunt these Tigers.
Good plays from the Warriors after those 3 or 4 fumbles in the early quarter, been able to bounce back and come back and be a competitive offense against these Tigers. So.
Definitely. Gus Jones lining up for the kick.
New kicker for the Warriors this year.
Yeah. And definitely a good showing from him. Nice kick there. Get it back to the 15. Slip up a little bit, but he's going to keep on going. He'll get past a couple of Davidson guys. Nice tackle there. Just able to spin him around and put him on the ground.
Down on the 42. Some pretty good returns from.
Yeah, great play there from Davidson. Good field position for Baldwin County here, but I think we're going to take it down to Isabel on the sideline.
Davidson has scored 3 touchdowns, one from number 1, Landon Robinson, 2 other touchdowns from number 9, Derek Butler. Now, along with football kicking off this season, we also have other fall sports, including volleyball. This Tuesday, we have a home game, which is the pink party, with students getting in free wearing pink.
Yeah, thanks, Isabel. Run here from Baldwin County. He's able to get past a couple of guys, break tackles. He's got one guy in front of him. He's got to try to get around. He's going to have a little hezzy. Another move, and he'll get in for the touchdown.
We've been talking about him all night, just able to just terrorize this Davidson defense and capitalize with some massive plays for the Tigers.
Yeah, and just a poor showing there from the secondary. Just not able to make those open field tackles that is really one of your main jobs. So quick score there from Baldwin County.
We can see some similarities from number 1 to DJ Butler and how they just are elusive, knowing how to get past these defenders with juke moves or stiff arms. Just very good, good guys with the ball.
A lot of footwork kind of things here from number 1 and Derek Butler. They're able to just kind of dance around almost to find those opportunities where they can, plant their feet and just take off. I think there's going to be a timeout here. Referees discussing something possibly.
Looks like some confusion from the Tigers. Saw the holder, number 7. We saw him as quarterback. Looked like he was a little confused with the plays.
Maybe Baldwin County was attempting to get that 2-point conversion to try and put them back in. And it's I don't really know how to describe it, but like a lead you can attempt to hold on to. But I think maybe there was a little bit of confusion, like you said.
I'd like to see some trick plays from the Tigers. I know they have quite a few quarterbacks and they're able to use them to trick this defense.
I think we will see a kick here, though. Yeah, and earlier on their PAT, they were missing a guy on the line, so just a couple of miscommunications there from the special teams. Here comes the kick. He'll get it up. That'll go through. Good. I'll bring our score. Baldwin County 27, Warriors 21. Still 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in this first half, and you'd almost think this has been a slow-moving game, but it's really just been score after score after score, which is kind of stopped that clock.
Hopefully able to see some stops from these defenses, get some chances.
Yeah, and I'm not a math man, but if we keep going at this pace, we may see scores almost in the 50s, which is not usual for a high school game.
That would be a game. That would be a game. Always an exciting game when the offense is striking.
Yeah, and it's like you said earlier, um, when you're able to excel on offense, it's really amazing. But if you can't have a defense to back it up, it's really tough to just be able to, have this drive after drive after drive that you're completing on. They'll get the reception here. E.J. Harrison, he'll take a nice hole, trying to slip around a couple guys. I think the kicker will take him down. Good play, stood him up. But yeah, it's almost like defense wins games or something. So someone should write that down. But yeah, so just gonna have to hope that Davidson defense can stand up.
I agree with you. We saw that first pick from Q Wheeler, but not much. Been a bit quiet from Davidson defense. Maybe we could see this off. Let's see their offense. See if they can strike after that good return from E.J. Harrison.
Yeah, and after these last couple of drives, I definitely don't have much doubt in this offense. Some nice showings from them. They're going to hand it off to Derek Butler. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's going to have a lot of room down there on the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out at about the 30, and man, he was excited about that one. Had the ball out in front of him. And
I'm going to say that's a bit of a baloney from the refs. It looked good to me, but I guess they called it back.
Yeah.
What a run though.
Yeah, maybe just a cleat spikes just slipped out into the out of bounds marker. Another flag here, maybe a false start on the offense, and just a couple of fast mistakes can really kill that momentum you drew. Looked like they wanted to drop Spivey back on that one also.
Maybe leading into another pass play like that similar one from DeMarcus George earlier in the game.
Yeah.
See Coach Colley motioning to Spivey for
telling him to play there. They're going to hand it off to Derek Butler again. He's got a hole at the middle. And we find ourselves saying Derek Butler's name a lot with the great moves he makes. But I find that every time we call his name, we always hear taking a hole, either up the middle or maybe out to the side. And that's things you don't see if you can't have a good offensive line. Spivey will drop back. He'll get the ball up over Butler's head, and not a lot of time there in the pocket, just a guy right in his face.
Yeah, Davidson Warriors have always had a good run game with that O-line and the O-line and running back, just communication and cooperation to each other, just being able to always been effective for the Warriors.
Here's E.J. Harrison on the carry. He'll gain enough for the first down. Good conversion there from Davidson on the third down. Open up a new set of downs. And really nice because they're able to get a first down if they can, get close enough to that end zone, which is always nice to be able to open up that new set of downs. He's going to look. He's going to drop it back just a little bit again over that wide receiver's head. And I think if he just had a little bit more time in that backfield, he'd be able to, complete a couple of those passes.
Strong pressure from 95 to get to Hudson Spivey on that play.
Yeah, tough to make those when there's a guy in your face. Referee's timeout here. I think these may be like heat timeouts. Like we were saying earlier, it's just insanely hot out there, and you want to have time to give those guys hydration.
able to run over those plays and practice what's working and shy away from what's not.
Even those refs getting some hydration out there. And man, it is definitely a hot one out there. I mean, we're sitting here in a air-conditioned booth, and I'm feeling the heat, man. It's tough.
Wearing this heavy jersey, I feel it too. I know what you're saying.
Davidson will line back up here. Derek Butler to the left of Spivey. They'll motion him across. He'll fumble the snap. I think he was able to drop back on it. Good play from Spivey, able to just drop down on top of that ball. Loss of about 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 14.
Bad turn of events, good recovery from Spivey on that ball.
Yeah, definitely a sign of a good, mature quarterback maybe is the ability to just find that ball. He's going to drop back. He's going to have to take it for himself. He'll run up the middle. Slide there. Bit of a late hit maybe, but no flag there from the refs.
Low snap for Spivey, being able to turn that into a nice gain.
Yeah, we see that. He's able to just kind of weave around a couple of guys and just turn on his jets and go forward. Not enough for a 1st down, though. 4th down. And they're in field goal position, so we may see Riley come out on the field. Looks like an injured player for Baldwin County, so not something you want to see.
Different, definitely some different type of quarterbacks. That's the first scramble for Hudson Spivey out there, compared to number 10 on the Tigers, who was a strong improviser on scrambling. So
yeah, definitely very different from the Davidson team we saw last year with Bryce Fick. He was a lot of motion from him. You know, they'd always roll him out, and if he didn't see anything, he'd just take off. And definitely see a lot more passes from this new team, which is what they told us continuously. So I'm glad they've really been able to, fulfill their word. And so far, they've done it pretty successfully.
Continue that strong run game from last year, but add on some new pass plays.
Yeah. This time, he'll come back across. There's that bubble route they keep trying. He's going to run in. Touchdown. Amazing play. And, man, that was pretty beautiful. We saw Hudson. He kind of rolled out to the right, and then he just looked back across and had that blocker there for the bubble route. And I think that's about the 3rd time they've tried it, or at least the 3rd time I've seen it. And they finally got it to work, and that is exactly what they wanted to happen.
Big body block from 74, able to give Anthony Rabb that route into the touchdown.
Yeah.
Good play.
Amazing block there from Ethan Franklin. Kick is up. It was good, but there is a flag down. I think they'll.
Looks like wavy the flag, maybe?
I think they will pick it up. And Davidson will take the lead, 28-27. About 5 minutes left still in this 1st half. So great showing from that Davidson offense again. Just able to, they had a couple of mistakes with flags that kind of brought them back, but they were able to just keep on moving forward, and they ended up in the end zone. And we were talking earlier about this just being an offensive showdown. I gotta tell you, man, this is the first time I've been in this booth. It is the first time I've been in this booth, but in any booth where Davidson has played in a way that we could use the term offensive showdown. It's usually been where they kind of grinded it out on the defensive side of the ball, and where we were seeing 2-score games or 3-score games. But it's really nice to be able to see that kind of electric movement there from the Davidson. Tackle there, about the 40.
I most definitely have to agree with you on that electric offense. I know these students are feeling it pretty loud in the stadium tonight.
defense will look towards the sideline. There was a flag down, or it still is. Some laundry on the field. Some discussion from the referees. I think it was a personal foul on Baldwin County. That'll move them back considerably. Yeah, look at that ref. He will take off down the field. Back, and back even farther. And man, good break for Davidson there. And that'll make this drive a whole lot harder for Baldwin County. 5 minutes left in the first half.
That momentum Davidson carried on from that touchdown. Looks like it's going into the defense.
Agreed. Three wideouts and a tight end there. He's going to drop back to block. Quarterback couldn't find anything. He'll have a guy there. Nice move from the wide receiver again. Able to slip through two guys. Get a play of about 8.
Number 7 not looking too comfortable rolling out right, but able to capitalize.
Yeah, able to stay patient enough to find an open guy, and a nice pass to be able to drop it off to him.
Definitely running way more pass plays than number 7 out there. Must be very comfortable with his arm and his accuracy.
Most definitely. And in today's game, it's not unusual to see these kind of two quarterback setups where you have one guy who's kind of better at one thing and another guy who excels more at another. So maybe number 7 was the archetype they needed to compete with this Davidson defense.
Definitely love that friendly competition between quarterbacks to get the starting spot.
Some discussion from the referees here. Lots of it. Some more discussion. I think maybe a bit of a sideline warning on Davidson.
It's always a good coach who can be able to use these two very different type of quarterbacks to their advantage and know their strengths and weaknesses and capitalize on each one.
Definitely. Still more discussion from the referees. I think finally they'll blow the whistle to start the play. Here it comes. And Baldwin County kind of switching up their formation a little bit. At the beginning of the game, we saw them always with that four receiver setup. They had their 3 guys to one side and one to the other. But now it looks like they're just keeping 2 guys out to his left and 1 guy to his right, and then keeping a tight end back there. Maybe that Davidson D-line was giving them a bit too much trouble, so they had to put a guy back to block.
Looks like they're maybe we'll see some more bubble plays.
Yeah, they'll hand it off. Davidson with about half the team standing on that line. So great play from Davidson, stopping him at the line, gain of maybe about half a yard, bring up 3rd down and about a yard and a half to go.
See that run game from the Tigers, definitely not as effective as the Davidson Warriors, but trying to get some yards.
Yeah, big turned out for this Davidson defense. If they're able to get a stop here, plenty of time for that offense to move down the field and put another score in before the half.
Hopefully we see some offensive struggle. Maybe a stop to maybe slow this game down.
Quarterback, quick pass there. He's able to hang on to it. He'll get past one guy. And, man, just an amazing grab there from number 8.
Wow, that almost looked like an interception.
Yeah, it was close, but nice hands there from the receiver.
Able to reeling in those balls and just great hands from the number 8.
They'll line up this. They'll have that 4 receiver lineup again. They'll get a little screen pass out there to 5. Davidson not able to bring him down. Still up. Enough for a first down. And as a defense, when you see those screen passes, you got to be able to bring him down on those on first contact. You can't let him keep bouncing around and gaining more and more yards. Almost looked like pinball out there. I mean, he was just defender after defender was running up and he was knocking them down.
Definitely seeing those strong plays. Those strong plays after the catch. Those are what really make the defense hurt.
They'll motion the weak side guy across. Fake the handoff. He's going to take it up the middle. Davidson will bring him down. Gain of maybe 2 there. And I think, again, we're seeing the impact of this Davidson line, defensive line, excuse me. They're able to just shut down that pocket play. And number 7 has just got about 2 seconds to make a decision for what he's going to do with the ball. And if you're not a super experienced quarterback or just a phenom, that's tough to do. Again, they'll motion number 5 across, put him in the slot. They're going to look for a slant guy. Great play there from the cornerback, able to knock the ball out of the receiver's hands.
Definitely, for a quarterback who's not the best, not as comfortable scrambling the ball, this Davidson D-line has really shown him the pressure and making him uncomfortable in that pocket.
This will bring up 3rd down, and with 2 minutes left on the clock, definitely still time to see a last push from this Davidson offense before we go to the half. And I think with it being a week 0 jamboree game, the second half we're going to see one more drive from the varsity squad, and then we'll see the JV squad come out to show off their talent. So here comes the snap. Again, just another collapsing play from the D-line, and they'll sack him. Loss of about 3, and that was just an amazing show there.
That's that pressure I was talking about, able to get through that O-line and just crush the QB down.
And I think Baldwin County may go for it here, counting down minute 50 seconds. Maybe not wanting to run off some time before they give Davidson the ball, which would be tough because we are going to probably see a pass play here, but it may just be a little screen or a slant. Timeout from Baldwin County. Maybe wanted to see what the Davidson lined up in and didn't like it. So he's going to come back and drop a new play with his guys probably. So a minute and a half left before the end of the second quarter. And, man, at the beginning of the game I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie, because 3 back-to-back-to-back mistakes from Davidson. But, man, it almost feels like a completely different game we've been watching.
These fans shaking the stadium tonight with their pride, seeing this. Maybe not too excited about those early fumbles you're talking about, but definitely now they feel that Warrior pride.
Yeah, agreed.
An aggressive play if the Tigers do go for it now.
Yeah. Number 7 coming back out at quarterback. I wonder who we'll see come in at JV for Baldwin County. Maybe we see number 10 come in, or we see a 3rd guy.
Good to see these upperclassmen showing what they can do, and then these young guys being able to excel and show the new generation of Warriors for this football team.
He'll drop back. He's looking down the line. A good play by Davidson, just getting back there. Flag down. Referee didn't like something.
Jacadian Williams on that sack.
Great play from Jacadian. Some discussion from the refs here. Quarterback saw something. Jacadian jumping, put his hands up, kind of shut that down, and then able to wrap up the quarterback. But that'll move the ball way forward for Baldwin County, and I think it may be an automatic first down or a replay of 4th down. I think they're going to replay 4th down. Only 10 yards to go, but, 5 yards to go. So maybe changing up the play call a little bit here for Baldwin County. Definitely ran down some time, which is what they wanted to do, I think. Here's a snap. He's going to look across to a screen pass. He's got some room. Nice block from Baldwin County. Able to get past a couple of Davidson guys. He's going to make another move. I think he'll get in the end zone there.
It looks like
I think he stepped out of bounds.
those bubble plays are really effective on this Davidson defense, is what I was talking about earlier in the game, earlier this drive. Glad to see some, or not glad, but good, effective moves from the Tigers.
Yeah, good, and not able to make yards on those if you can't get good blocks from your receivers. So they'll motion across, fake the handoff. He's got a guy in the end zone, just a little bit out of his hands, and that would have been really nice for Baldwin County. Tough break.
Wide open receiver out there.
Again, just got lost by his guy, and I think Davidson was running the zone there, so slipped in between two guys.
Maybe we'll see another breakout play for number 1 out here. Look at their main guy on offense.
Most definitely. And you can see this cornerback over here closest to us. His eyes are stuck on that quarterback, so that's how we know we're there in zone. Oh, pass batted down from the linebacker there. Great play. Not able to hold on to it, and not able to complain. Able to get in that passing lane and just knock it down.
Great play from the Davidson defense. Able to slow this drive down and maybe halt this Tiger offense from getting some points on before the end of the half.
Yeah, that'll bring up 3rd down, and definitely the dream position the Tigers want to be in with only 1 minute left. Quarterback's going to drop back. He'll drop a screen off up the middle. He's got room. A lot of blockers there, and he'll get into the end zone. Davidson not able to bring him down. That'll put the Tigers up with about 50 seconds left in the first half. Davidson, do you think we try or do you think we see Davidson try and go for a score here before the half is over?
I mean, it is definitely possible. We've seen Hudson Spivey with those deep balls, and hopefully we can see some new plays. I know Patrick Mahomes with 13 seconds will be able to get something up. So maybe Hudson Spivey will be able to recreate that.
That is a big comparison there. I mean, we may have to call up some scouts if we've got Patrick Mahomes out there. Oh, a great block by Davidson. They're going to fall on the ball, and just another big play by Davidson. That'll put that's two missed extra points for Baldwin County, and Davidson will only be down by 5. So it's really nice because late game, if it stays like this, Davidson, if they're up by a touchdown, then the 2-point conversion can only tie it. So it's really tough for Baldwin County to try and seal the game with an extra point.
Relying on these offenses tonight, we know that it's going to come down to which team can put up the most points. Not really. We've seen some exciting plays for the defense, but definitely been a more offense coordinated game.
Here comes a kickoff for Baldwin County.
Davidson having a few timeouts, maybe able to get a field goal or something up.
Yeah, 1 timeout left for Davidson. So squib kick here. They want to run some time off the clock. Received by Derek Butler. He'll end around the right side of the field. They'll bring him down at about the 45. Player down for Davidson. That's not good. They'll take an injury timeout here.
James Machuca Mincer out there looking
Yes.
hobbling away.
And he's had trouble with his ACL, so hopefully nothing's too serious. I think maybe it's just a cramp. They're stretching it out over there, so we'll see him. We'll see him again. Well, maybe not. He is a varsity man, and probably won't see too many of these guys for much longer in this game. But 45 seconds for this varsity squad to go down and show us what they got.
Two backs out there, E.J. Harris and DJ Butler.
And I'd like to say it's been a while since we've seen that. But they're just going to drop back. He's got a guy. Oh, a drop back to Derek Butler. And, man, what a play. Got it out to Anthony Rabb. Derek Butler came on a little wheel, and kind of, just chunked it back to him. And, man, that was tough because he was right up against that sideline. But if it hadn't been on the weak side of the ball, I think they would have got a lot more yardage there. But enough for a first down, which is really all they need. Another bomb down the sideline. He's got Anthony Rabb. He's going to haul it in. Great catch there. Amazing pass from Spivey. That'll put him at the 10-yard line. And, man, we were nervous about the 2 minutes left, but they've only needed, about 20 seconds?
I think I was right about my evaluation of Mahomes out there.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you say, man.
You don't see that shovel pass used very much on the offense, and it's very
versatile. They'll hand it off. He's fighting to get in the end zone, just short from E.J. Harrison, running over a few guys. There's a timeout. Hudson Spivey is feeling electric down there, and I think the whole offense is, man, just play after play of amazing performances from everyone on that side of the ball.
25 seconds, maybe get one or two, if they're lucky, more plays out there. Hopefully being able to get some points.
I definitely think we'll see at least 2 plays. We'll probably see them come out here with another run from either Derek or EJ. If that doesn't get in the end zone, they'll have to go with a quick snap, maybe try and get a slant. And if they get that slant off, if they don't complete it, they'll have enough time to either put up a field goal or go for another touchdown, which Coach Colley may want to do. And I mean, we saw that nice trick play down there with the little shove out there to Derek Butler.
Back-to-back big plays for the Davidson Warriors. It's just those fast-moving big plays that really hurt those defenses. Looks like a guy down out there for the Tigers.
Yeah, and Coach Colley definitely not one to shy away from a little trickery. I mean, last year we saw a couple of flea flickers, and I think we got 1 or 2 to work out. But I think we may see something we're not expecting here before the end of the half. Player down for Baldwin County. They're checking him out. But Jack, I'd say this is about as good as we could have got for a first half of the first game in Warrior Built Stadium.
Very exciting game for these students and everyone, all these fans. I could not be upset with how this game has turned out, even if Davidson are down a little bit going into the half. Hopefully not with this drive, but it's been a very exciting first half.
Yeah, about a yard to go to get in the end zone. So EJ and Derek lined up next to Spivey.
Davidson running that shotgun a lot today. I haven't seen many direct snaps from the offense.
Yeah, not a lot under center. They'll hand it off to Derek Butler. I think he fell in. That's a touchdown. And they'll say they agree with me. So touchdown there from the Warriors. And that'll put Davidson up. 21 seconds left. in the half, and man, just a great drive from Davidson.
Being able to get touchdown in 34 seconds is very impressive for a high school offense.
Yeah, just that 1-2 knockout there. We saw some deep passes from Spivey, and they brought in that second knockout punch with just a beat down from Derek Butler up the line.
Definitely see this coinciding of pass plays and run plays from the already very effective Derek Butler into the new passing from Hudson Spivey to Anthony Rabb and Demarcus George, these great receivers.
Yep, and the point after is good, so Davidson will be up by 1 here. So they'll bring Gus Jones out here to kick off again.
I would be shocked if this Tiger offense could get something up in these 21 seconds. Maybe a field goal if they're lucky. But that was something you don't see very often. Davidson Warriors being able to get that.
Well, I mean, when you got Patrick Mahomes.
Some similarities, I'd say. Some just great plays, great improviser moves from Hudson Spivey. Similar to that scramble he had earlier.
Yeah. Kicking squad comes out, but I think we'll see number 2 Riley McGill out there. So maybe probably want him out there on the squid there, try to run out some time.
I don't know about you, Steven, but I'm ready to see this halftime show. Davidson band's been working hard for it, and I'm excited to see how it sounds.
Yeah. We'll have to find out. Here comes a kick. It's going to be about the 30. Bounce will drop. Muff play there from Davidson. Big hit from 11. Baldwin County able to stay on it. But a great play from the special teams there. And as a special team coach, you just love that great kick and then able to stop that guy in the backfield.
Looks like their main guy, number 1, is down out there. That is not good for the Tigers.
Definitely unfortunate.
Something is affecting him. Took off his helmet. It's hurting so bad.
Yeah. They'll get him up. That's good. He's able to.
Looks like something with his right leg out there.
Yeah, maybe his ankle. But it is fortunate that going into the second half, it will be the JV squad out there, so he'll have time to rest and recover.
Yeah, we know Riley McGill has a background of soccer, giving him that nice leg to kick for this Warrior team.
Yeah, and a long line of soccer players as kickers. Last year they had Jonah DeLonga, who's an amazing special teams guy for Davidson. So.
And I'd say a very good soccer player, team captain for the varsity. He was a very effective player. Excited to see him last year.
Yeah. Speaking of soccer, we'll be able to do some games since they'll be playing in this new Warrior Stadium. So I have to make sure you tune in for that.
I know all teams are excited to be in here and playing in this nice new stadium. A very nice facility for Davidson.
Here comes that Baldwin County offense.
17 seconds left for them. Let's see if they can get something.
They're just going to do a little screen pass again. And he's going to be met in the backfield. And, man, they shut that one down. And we saw them line up in that screen. And it had been effective for him in the past. But Davidson mowed over that wide receiver blocker there. And that'll end the half.
Able to wrap up those bubble plays that are so effective for against the Davidson defense. Now stopped.
Yeah, great show from Davidson, and I don't know about you, Jack, but I'm excited to see what this JV squad can do in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say Now we see the band coming out for the halftime show. Ready to see that.
Yeah, I think we'll let the band take it from here. pass again.
You can see number 7 is feeling pretty comfortable throwing that ball. Not scared to air it out. See what his receivers can do with it.
Yeah, and I definitely think in the first half we maybe saw some trouble from that Davidson secondary and sticking with their guys. But these past 2 plays they've looked really great.
Can't agree more. One back for this play.
He's going to air it out on that one. He's got a guy wide open. He'll move along the sidelines. They can't bring him down. He's got a lot of room to go. They're able to stop him at the 35 there. Big play from Baldwin County.
Maybe it was a bit of a jump to say that this secondary hasn't completely bounced back. Looked like a little confusion in a very open receiver.
I think maybe struggling a little bit with this zone defense they're running. So I think they are gonna. They'll run it up the middle on that one. Davidson able to stand him up, move him back, but they'll give him the forward progression about 4 yards.
Slow gains for the Tigers out here. Maybe not as electric as the first half, but maybe ending in some points on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, we see that cornerback on the opposite side of us, keeping his eyes locked in on that quarterback. So he's gonna give another little screen. That one's up in the air. He'll hang on to it. Move, another move, and man, 54 laid him out. That had me a little scared.
Deshaun Sellers with that play. That was a heavy hit.
Yeah, man. That was a big boy play right there. The Swole Sellers, am I right?
Yeah. And I think Deshaun Sweller was able to get to him from that high ball placed from number 7. Not the greatest pass, and had to show some athletic power in getting that ball to number 88.
Here comes the 3rd down snap. They'll hand it off. Davidson will get to him in the backfield. Nothing happening there. In fact, less than nothing. They'll move him back. Bring up 4th down. They'll keep their offensive squad on the field. Maybe we see a little of a last chance deep pass here.
I mean, in the first half, they were not afraid to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going off the field.
I think we are going to bring on the special. Oh, I think they're just going to go ahead and give Davidson one more drive in the offensive position. Yeah, so hopefully Davidson can just get one last good showing here before they let their underclassmen take the field.
Maybe.
Okay, so from our stats guy, he says that in JV football you don't actually punt, you just move the ball 35 yards forward. There's a handoff there. They have moved to the JV squad. They have quarterback, number 13.
19. Jeffrey Mose.
I think they call him Jeff, so we'll get to see how he shows out.
So number 21, Ahmed Myers out there limping away. Not great to see from the halfback.
So
we know Davidson loves to use their backs in their offensive drive.
And I think the defense is coming back out onto the field. I gotta tell you, man, you blink and it's a whole new thing happening.
Yeah, this is jamborees are hard games to keep up with.
All right. I think this is Baldwin County's JV squad. take the snap, fake the handoff, got a slant. Again, another open guy. He'll make a little hezzy there. He's got enough room to walk in for the touchdown. Nice move there from the wide receiver. And again, just struggling to find their guys in coverage.
What a beautiful play from 26 to be able to sneak past that defender and get in for the touchdown. Hopefully we can see a bounce back from the Davidson Warriors offense and maybe get that lead back on top.
So I think they're going to reset the scoreboard to 0-0, which will mean Baldwin County now has 6 and Davidson has 0. So we're running the Christ United Methodist kind of ball out here. We've got the scores going to stick at 0-0 just to keep with the jamboree spirit of tonight. Good play there from Baldwin County, not able to get into the end zone.
In the second half, maybe going to more of a friendly approach, not as competitive on the line, and maybe able to see some more fun plays with not as much on the line.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man, I think the second half is going to be a commentator's nightmare because every single play you got zero context for what is going on. So they're moving it up to the 30. Davidson's going to have Jeff out there at quarterback. Jeff Moose. Yeah, so my stats guy was wrong and I was right. They're just resetting the score to 0 and they're going to start keeping score for these JV squads. Again, just enforcing that this is the way it's going to be. So,
I'd like to see this new offense with Jeff at the helm. See if they do run similar plays with the backs, or if they get branch off in new passing plays we haven't seen before in this in the varsity squad.
Yeah, we see our JV running backs back there. So number 20 lined up at tight end. They'll have 3 guys out in the wide receiver. They'll hand it off, and man, big play there from that Baldwin County D-line. He just ran right through and nothing happening for Davidson. Number 23 running back for Davidson, Deshaun Nash. He's a sophomore.
A lot of sophomores out there for this offense. Jeff, the helm, sophomore, and Deshaun. Maybe we can see how they will evolve.
Oh, Jeff is going to take it under his hand there, and he's going to take off. 3rd down, nice gain. Not enough for a first, but good decision there from Mose to just, tuck that ball and take off with not any good looks ahead of him.
Not afraid to face the contact. Felt very confident with those defenders in his way, being able to keep the ball in his hands and not let it loose. I know that's a problem for early in this game, fumbles, but it looks like he willing to risk it.
Yeah, and that's a big old dude there at quarterback, so he is definitely a presence there.
Yeah, standing at 6'3", 200 pounds. That is a bigger guy at just 15 or 16. That is a freak of nature, you could say.
Yeah, I think the last time the doctors measured me, I was about at that. So, but it's been a while. So
had to even couldn't play football this year because the teams were too unfair with Steven on there.
Yeah, luckily they don't have a camera in the booth, so no one can actually see me. Here comes the snap. He's gonna get another little screen route there. He's got some room to move. Davidson will close in on them 3 guys, bringing him down there.
Stopping just at the 40. Pretty good gain on that play. See, number 7, not more focused on these passing plays. This offense, seeing how the coach is using these guys.
They'll bring out the jet sweep, He's going to try and end around there. No, jeez, another big hit from that Davidson secondary. He'll lose some yards on that one, and man, he may have ran about 10 yards there, just in the wrong direction.
What a slam from this Davidson defense. We've seen multiple plays like that where the defense have just crushed and collided these plays.
Yeah. Maybe we see a pass here. They'll fake the handoff, play action, but good Lord. I think 34 may have knew what, or excuse me, 54 may have actually knew what the play was there. I think with that stop on 3rd down, we're going to take it down to Isabel. Take it away, Isabel.
Quarterback number 3, Hudson Spivey, has been a key component to the game with a great touchdown pass to Landon Robinson, but also keeping his presence felt on the sideline by slapping hands and hyping up his teammates. Keep up the hard work and let's go Warriors.
All right, very informational, Isabel. Thank you. So I think they're going to move that ball down 35 yards, and Davidson will take it from about the 37.
That big sack from Deshaun Sellers, we saw him earlier in the game with a pretty good breakup. He has been a very effective defensive player for this Davidson team.
Definitely. Yeah, about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Definitely moving a lot faster than that first half. But man, that first half was just an electric showing from both sides.
Electric showing indeed. It looks like we're going to be slowing down a little bit in this second half. Maybe not as much excitement, but I know there'll still be some big plays for sure.
Definitely.
Looks like Coach Colley working with his team over there.
Yeah. Probably just, giving them the old saying, never back down, never, what is it?
Never give up, Steven. Never back down, never give up.
Yeah, I think that's it. So, here they come out.
Famous quote from Fortnite streamer Nick830.
Yeah, and I think he's a big inspiration for all of us, really. So, we'll see what they can do this drive.
Could call it the Davidson motto.
Yeah, I think it really does describe how Davidson operates as a school. So,
even after those 4 fumbles, able to bounce back and never give up.
And there's a handoff. Nice run from the back there, and good play. That was Nash again. 2nd and 1 yard to go.
That's the effective sophomore showing what he can do.
They'll fake the handoff. He'll roll out. He's got a guy over the middle, and that'll be a pass interference and a half. So definitely see a lot more movement from Mose in the quarterback position. They're going back to that rolling out kind of formula.
Big guy back there, Jeffrey. He could definitely throw some guys down with that arm.
So that'll be a 1st down for the Davidson Warriors. And think the refs just want to get a little extra steps in, so they'll bring it forward and first down from about the 39 for Davidson. Here comes a snap. Quarterback keeper, he'll go up the middle. He's going to put his hand on a guy, and he'll put him on the ground, but they'll finally bring him down, and man, you called it. That was a nice play.
Yeah, just really showing what he can do at a big frame for a guy, and he's not afraid to face the contact from these linemen.
Looking towards the sideline. They're going to have a screen pass out there, not able to hang on to it. Came in with maybe a little bit too much heat for him. That'll bring up third down.
Yeah, Jeff with a background in baseball, he's not afraid to sling that rocket.
Yeah. Here comes the third down snap. He'll hand it off. Up the middle. Not enough for a first down. I think we'll see. I think they're going to keep the squad on. And definitely a risky choice. Really high stakes here, so we'll see if they can convert.
Haven't seen Davidson go for it on fourth down recently. Maybe we'll see a great conversion from this offense.
Yeah. Quarterback keeper again. He'll roll around. Again, just put a hand in the guy's face. Not enough for the first. That'll give Baldwin County the ball.
Maybe not the smartest play in the quarterback position to keep it and run.
I think that may be the plan for Mose. Maybe not as much of an arm as Spivey, but kind of trying to use his size and his speed, I think, to kind of out-athlete the defense.
Well, he doesn't look bad out there. For a younger guy, sophomore, he has a bright future at quarterback.
Definitely. Here comes the snap. 2 wideouts, 2 slot. They'll hand it off up the middle. Again, another great play from this defensive line. And you got to remember, this is our JV squad. So, bright future ahead of us.
New quarterback out there for the Tigers, number 16. We haven't seen this player yet. We've seen 10 and 7, and they have not done bad at the helm. But we'll see how number 16 plays out.
Yep. Changing personnel there. They're going to bring in a new slot.
Maybe going in for a pass play. We have seen the Tigers have not been afraid to pass it.
I think you're right. He'll drop back. He's got a guy slant over the middle. And I think about 3 different pairs of hands touched that ball before it hit the ground. So almost a pick for Davidson.
We saw earlier number 88 being able to reach that high ball pass from number 7 and just not able to reel it in that time.
Yep. Third down, just under 2 minutes left in the third. Here comes a deep pass. He's got it. Oh, and just a little bit out of his range.
Looks like number 13 calling for maybe a defensive interference, but doesn't get it.
Yeah, and man, he had it. If only the quarterback had just been a little bit, kind of reeled it in a tiny bit. But that would have been nice for Baldwin County. I think
so.
that will result in a change of possession. Davidson will have the ball.
Gotta say, number 81 out there for the Tigers has some pretty snazzy cleats.
Oh yeah.
Some bright colors.
Oh, I see him from here. Yeah, showing off. I mean, we've heard before that you don't want cats who worry about their meow. You want dogs. So
Very much so. Let's see what this Davidson offense can do. They're given a new opportunity after that failed drive in the last time.
definitely haven't seen a amazing outing from Davidson yet. But we're gonna see a pass across the man. Talk about slinging the ball. That looked about like a fastball, man. That was and just a little bit behind. The receiver couldn't lead him like he probably wanted to, but I think they'll call a pass interference on the defense there, and Davidson will move the ball forward.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of hesitation from 81. Didn't like where the ball placement was, but and missed the ball. Maybe or from pass interference. If he reeled that ball, that would have been very impressive.
Yeah. First down for Davidson here. Quarterback keeper. He's going to throw way over there, and that's a catch. Nice catch there. Great pass, too. Had a guy coming in, closing in on him, but able to get the ball off in time.
Good play from number 88, able to snag that catch and keep the drive alive for the Davidson offense.
Oh, a high snap there. Davidson will run back to get it. I think Davidson is able to hop on the ball. Great play by the running back. Yeah. Second and extremely long way to go.
Now, what you like to see for this offense, but maybe they can bring it down and score just like those Tigers did in the early game with those two big flags and brought it down to just score. That was a heck of a drive.
I think with the style of offense they're playing with this JV squad, it's going to be tough to convert on these super long first downs. This is the type of play where you want to be able to air that ball out, or at least have the threat of airing the ball out, and that it opens up a run game. But with a kind of more mobile quarterback, it's tough to make big gains like that unless you can open up holes with that offensive line.
I'd definitely say so. We'll see what Jeff can do. We did see that a very well-placed pass to number 88, and we'll see how they can get this ball down the field.
And with that play, it'll end the third quarter, so they'll switch sides of the field. But still second down and a long way to go, just in the other direction. They are going to look for a pass there. He's got a guy over the end. That ball is high up in the air. The cornerback will catch it. He's got some blockers ahead of him. He's got room to run. They'll finally force him out about the 50. And man, that was a pretty unlucky bounce.
Secondary out there, number 26. What a great way to capitalize on that misfortune.
Yeah, almost looked like he was trying to catch a punt there. That ball is way on up there in the air.
I might say maybe Jeff needs to slow these balls down. He's throwing them so fast that they can't keep up with his receivers.
Yeah, not putting a lot of air under him, but it's tough because this this Baldwin County defense. You put some air under that ball, they're able to break up those passing lanes. So you got to find that medium.
Bit of unfortunate for the Davidson offense, not able to bring that drive down and get anything on the board. Definitely a slow second half compared to the first half. That first half was very electric with two quarterbacks and two offenses battling it out.
Yeah. Here's a snap. New quarterback. Is it?
Number 16.
Yeah. Handoff there. They'll stop him in the backfield, and man, I'm not even surprised anymore. This D line has just been showing out for Davidson.
Bright futures for all these guys. Excited to see how they play for this team in the years to come.
Yeah.
Maybe now as the varsity squad is more offense orientated, but maybe in the next year or two it'll switch to defense and strong defense.
Yeah, definitely orientated towards the offensive side of the ball. They'll hand it off again. Another big hit from Davidson. I think that'll give them a gain of about 1.
I'm sure these Coach Cawley and these guys are really excited to see how their defense is just these young guys are excited. These young guys are how they're playing out there. I'm sure these coaches are glad to see it.
Line it up for a 3rd down and 10 to go here. Fake the handoff. He'll get it out to a guy, but there's a Davidson guy there. He's going to pick it off. He's got a lot of room ahead of him. The quarterback is the only guy in front of him. He's going to try and hesitate around him. Maybe a little bit too much movement there. Had a lot of open room ahead of him, but man, just a great interception and great field position for this Davidson offense.
What a defensive play by Taven Mins. That is just something you don't see every day. What a way to get the ball and then drive it down. Give Davidson offense what great position to score.
Yeah. And a little shaky coming down, but he was able to, hold on to his balance and stay up and just go for a long ways.
We definitely see these Tigers more pass orientated on offense, not really liking to run the ball as much, but I just don't think number 16 was able to keep up with the speed of this offense in the pass game. And
yeah, definitely pass oriented.
Number 7 and number 10 maybe need to teach him some stuff.
Maybe old Patrick Mahomes down there can teach him some stuff,
Yeah.
Coach Cawley talking to his guys. Nine and a half minutes left in the game.
Gotta say, Steven, this second half has been moving fast.
I don't think they've been as strict with the clock, maybe.
Not as much on the line.
But that first half, I mean, you're seeing pass after pass, so it's kind of that's one reason this game has slowed down how it has. They'll hand it off there. He'll get a nice gain, about 3 yards.
What a fast guy out there, running back. Just able to not giving too much out there, but able to capitalize on what he was.
Yeah.
Get a few yards.
Yeah, definitely got to be fast to be able to get yardage on those sweeps because those DNs are lining around fast. There's a screen down the middle. I think it'll fall incomplete.
Not the greatest pass percentage for Jeff. He loves airing it out, but not able for these the receivers are not able to reel in these speed balls he's throwing.
Yeah, and it is tough because I think he has been feeling some pressure in the pocket, so he's had to get it out of his hands kind of quick.
One back down there for him.
There's a flag before the snap. I think maybe a false start. Flag on the defense there. Maybe a neutral zone infraction. Yeah, offsides on the defense. I think they may have touched one of our guys before the snap. They'll hand it off at the middle. Good hole there from the offensive line. And Nash will punch it in there for the touchdown. Great play. And the first touchdown we've seen from this JV squad.
What a play from Nash. Just able to drive that ball up the middle, find the hole.
Yeah, he's definitely been showing up tonight.
Yeah, for a younger guy on this JV team, he's looking like a veteran out there at the high school level.
Definitely. They'll head to the huddle. All right, and I think we're going to go back down to the sideline with Isabel, so take it away.
The student section has done a fabulous job with this theme's Jersey Night. Looking into our future games, September 1st we play Hillcrest Evergreen with the exciting theme Barbie versus Oppenheimer. Tune in with us next time, and I've been Isabel Williams with Warrior Built Network.
See that student section lively.
Yeah, no, definitely excited for next week's game. Well, especially after this first half, so we'll have to see how they can perform in a week 1. Here comes that Baldwin County.
Now, Steven, does the Jamboree go down in the record book?
I don't think it does. I think this is what they call week 0, so not a counting. But man, wide open guy in the end zone. Jeff will drop it off to him, and that's an easy touchdown there.
Good play for the Davidson Warriors. Jeff finally able to find a guy for the reception after some incomplete passes, and now looking strong out there for the Warriors.
Eight and a half minutes left. Baldwin County bring their offense out here. I think this is a new guy in at quarterback for Baldwin County. He's going to fake the handoff. A little screen pass there. He'll make a nice move. Oh, but a big hit from Davidson again. Gain of about 4. Baldwin County may be trying out some new faces in that quarterback position. Second and 6 for the Tigers here. They'll hand it off again, but Davidson stopping him in the backfield.
New quarterback out there for the Tigers, number 15. Looks like they're slowly going down by the numbers, but reading the player list, they have quite a few quarterbacks able to. These coaches must be able to utilize these guys at a high level, be able to effectively play.
It's always nice to have guys that you can put in the position if anything happens. Another screen pass there. Davidson will bring him down, but not after he gains enough for the first down.
Bit of a wobbly ball from number 15, but still turned into a very effective play.
Yeah.
Maybe not the rockets Jeff was throwing, but got to him.
That'll bring up a new set of downs for the Tigers. Another handoff, and again, another stop from Davidson in the backfield. There's a flag from the ref there a little late. Maybe not a fan of that tackle.
Looks like later in this game, the Davidson defense is playing a new defender in Micah Spivey, the younger brother of Hudson Spivey. the freshman must be playing pretty well to be out there.
Yeah, I think regularly he's the long snapper, so maybe just trying him out in something new here. Yeah, I think it'll be a horse collar tackle, and they'll move Baldwin County up 15 yards.
Not what you like to see for the Davidson defense.
Yeah, those are mistakes you got to work on in practice, and I think it was just maybe a little bit of a mess up there from the Davidson defender.
Giving him a position that you do not want to see.
Nice hole there for Baldwin County. Two Davidson guys are running into each other. He's got room, but Davidson's able to track him down. And man, there it is. And I think we saw that a Davidson player had a nice head start on that on the play, but running back went to the other side and he wasn't able to catch up. So
that's the young Spivey I was talking about, the freshman out there. He was trailing him, but he just could not keep the speed.
Definitely had the snap count down on that one. There's a pass. He's got a guy over there. Boat pass is high, and it'll go over the hands of the receiver.
Almost an interception. That would have been a beautiful play for this JV defense out there.
Yeah. There was probably about 0 guys that could have stopped him if he had got that ball. So
I know he's punching himself not being able to reel that ball in. Hear that band, Davidson band, loud as ever. Not slowing down in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Pretty good.
Coach Colley roughing out the edges in this defense.
Yeah.
Well, so far as the game is coming to a close in the fourth quarter, what would you say is the highlight play, Steven?
I think the slant pass over the middle to Landon Robinson was just a beautiful play.
Can't agree with you more. That play was something out of coach's dream.
Yeah, and then the drive that ended in a fumble, there was that great play by Derek Butler to just get a huge gain down to about the 20.
That is you could say average for Derek Butler, being able to just get past defenders at a high level as he is. We know he will be a very effective player at the collegiate level.
Couldn't agree more. Baldwin County here from 10. There's a flag before the snap.
Let's see maybe what this new quarterback at number 15 can do for the Tigers, and see if he can put up any more points on the board.
Yeah, I've only seen some screen passes from him as they'll get moved back, false start on the offense. But maybe we'll see some vertical passes.
On both sides of the Davidson and Tigers, we've seen these JV teams have very elusive halfbacks.
There it is. He'll roll out. The receiver is able to hang on to the ball. Nice pass there. Cornerback was just behind that receiver, not able to break it up, and that'll bring about third down and about 3. So chance here for Baldwin County to score again.
Number 15 running left, throwing right. That was a beautiful play, and just what a way to capitalize.
Yeah. Another pre-snap flag here. And again, a false start in the offense, and that hurts.
After a beautiful play, you do not like to see that.
Yeah, and man, if that had been practice, I think they'd have been doing up-downs for quite a bit, because that's the second time it's happened.
Sweating more than they already are.
Yeah.
Let's see if this Davidson young D-line can stop him once more.
Here's a handoff.
And it looks like they do.
Yeah.
Maybe I just know the future, but That was a pretty good assumption.
I mean, you're good, man, but I don't know if you're that good yet. We'll see.
Well, I mean, I called the Patrick Mahomes play from Hudson Spivey, and that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's what it was. Fourth down for Baldwin County. What's going to happen on this play? He'll roll out. He's got a chance for a touchdown, and I think they'll give it to him. Good play there from the quarterback. A lot of speed on it.
Turning on the burners, number 15, able to get out to his right side and sneak in for that touchdown.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
I knew, but I didn't want to jinx myself.
Yeah, you didn't want to spoil it. Good show there from Baldwin County.
We've seen number 10 and number 15 similarities in their scrambling mechanics. Just early in this game, number 10 able to scramble out to his left and cut in for that touchdown. That was the first lead for the Tigers, and number 15 out here doing the same thing on the right.
2-point conversion. They'll stop him in the backfield. No good. That'll leave about 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Baldwin County up 12 to 8.
See if Davidson can come back and secure the win with these with not as much time as they'd like on the board. We've seen it once from Hudson Spivey. Maybe we can see it from Jeff over here.
Jeff takes a snap. He's going to drop back. He's got a guy going down the line. He's got a good chance to catch that. And, man, that pass was just out of bounds.
That could have been a beautiful play. Just airing the ball out. We know he's not afraid to pass to his guys. Feeling comfortable with his receivers, but not able to get that ball in to number 81.
This time they'll hand it off. He'll take a hole at the middle. Gain about a yard or two. 3rd and 7 for Davidson. Clock is counting down. 3.5 minutes left.
If I was the Davidson offense right now, I'd be wanting to just use as much time as I can on this drive but slowly working my way down to be able to give these Tigers no chance of putting up any more points.
Jeff again gonna tuck it down, and he's got a lot of room there. They'll finally push him out of bounds after he got the first down, and a good decision there to scramble.
Got it quite a few yards after contact, be able to shy away from the defender and be very effective with the play.
Well, it is a pretty big advantage when you're bigger than the defender. So.
Yeah, he was. You could say Jeff is blessed with his genetics and height and stature.
But a flag on the play. I think so. Davidson is moving pretty far back. I think there was a flag there, 3rd and really deep. Jeff is going to drop back. He's looking for a guy. He's got him over the middle, 21. He's going to get to the 50, the 40, and Baldwin County will catch up to him at the 35. But, man, that was beautiful.
Big play, and you can just see that huge arm from Jeff, able to sling it with no trouble down to number 21. What a turn of events. I know he was not happy with that effort and trying to get that first down and then getting called back and having to sling it farther, but he was able to complete it.
Yeah, nice play. They'll hand it off on this one, though. He'll get a gain of about 3.
That was number 21, Ahmad Myers, the junior out there. Love to see those junior juniors just helping out these younger guys and showing them the ropes.
Yeah, and that'll run the clock down to about 2 minutes. So Davidson definitely in scoring position here. He's going to drop back, screen there. That's enough for a first down and more. He may make it to the end zone. I think he did. That's a touchdown.
Ahmad Myers. We were just bragging about him, and now he shows us what else he can do. Just able to, even with the contact, finish strong and get him for the touchdown.
Great play there, and nice blocking. That's always what makes a screen, and just able to snake through some guys and speed past the secondary for a touchdown there. So Davidson will go for the 2-point conversion here, but a lot of time left on the clock, so hopefully they can. I think he mossed him there. I think he got it. Oh, drop pass. No good on the 2-point conversion, but still about 2 minutes left on the clock for Baldwin County, so Davidson's defense is going to have to definitely get a stop here.
I mean, Steven, I don't want to ruin my luck, but I did call that. I knew Davidson would get down there and score. I did say maybe they could put it up in these 4 minutes and move the ball down, and that is very much what they did. Leaving only less than 2 minutes on the clock for the Tigers. Let's see what they can do, and maybe come out on top in this battle. Slower game in the second half, but not boring to say the least.
Definitely. Baldwin County's ball here from the 30. Yeah, Baldwin County could, on this play, they definitely could either pass or throw the ball. So we'll see what they do.
Let's see if number 50 uses his legs again on this play.
Oh, man, there's a bomb. Oh, Davidson guy there. He thinks he hung on to it. The referees do not. That'll be called an incomplete pass. And I think I called that. I said they could either pass or throw there, and they did one of those. So
I gotta hand that to you, Steven. That was a pretty good call.
Yeah.
But even if he didn't come down with the ball and it wasn't an interception, that was still a beautiful play on the defensive side, just showing their ability to cover the pass.
Running back going in the wrong direction, and he'll get thrown down from the D end there. And man, what a great play!
You could say it's a new opportunity to brag about this this defensive line for the young JV team as they just moss up that ball and stop the.
Yeah, I think they'll have some fun in the film room after this one. Third down, 16 to go here. Snap, 4 guys headed down the field. He's going to lose the ball. He goes to pick it back up. I don't think he could drop on it in time. And Baldwin County came up with the ball, so it'll be theirs with about 20 yards to go before they can get a first down.
Quite a lucky break for number 15 out there. Not the most ideal turn of events, but being able to hold on to the ball. Looks like as the clock is under 30 seconds, probably will just run it out.
Yeah, and maybe a mistake there. He, instead of dropping on the ball, attempted to pick it up, and that's one thing. You just got to be able to just, you don't want to give up the fumble, especially in that part of the field. So 4th down, probably the last play. They'll have 4 guys going deep. He's going to air it out. It's high in the air. No good. And that'll do it for our ball game. Jack, I don't know about you, but this game has me excited for the rest of the season.
High hopes for this Davidson offense and defense. We've seen both sides of the ball just being able to dominate. And even though they were close in both aspects, I'm excited to see how the season will pan out for these 2 teams. JV team for Davidson and varsity team winning on both sides.
Yeah, so I think that'll do it for us here at Warrior Stadium. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.